Hey, it's Mike Berner from Nomad Deals, the #1 resource on the internet for digital nomad travel hacks and money-saving tips. In this video, we're going to talk about ATM fees while traveling, what they are, and how you can avoid them. Now, before we begin, if you want to stay up to date on the latest digital nomad travel hacks, be sure to join the Nomad Deals newsletter, link in the video description below. So I take it most of you are probably familiar with how ATMs work, right? You put in your card, you withdraw cash, and normally it's free. When you're using an ATM that's within your bank's network, you don't have to pay any sort of fees. Only problem is that when you're traveling abroad, it's often difficult to find an ATM that's within your bank's network. Now, when you use an ATM abroad that's not within your bank's network, you need to pay one of two fees. One fee is to your bank for using an out-of-network ATM, and the other fee is to the ATM itself. The average of these two fees adds up to $4.73 in total, but depending on the country and the bank, those fees can really add up to quite a bit. $6, $7, $10 or more just for one withdrawal. Total waste of money. There are two basic ways around paying ATM fees. One is to simply find an ATM that's within your bank's network. Many large US banks maintain partnerships with banks overseas that allow users to withdraw money from those ATMs without incurring a fee on either end. Only problem is that when you're traveling, it's kind of a pain in the ass to have to locate an ATM that's within your bank's network. It's a lot easier just to use whatever ATM is available. The second option is a lot easier. Get a debit card that allows you to withdraw from any ATM in the world without incurring a fee from the bank, and this is the important part, that also reimburses the counterparty ATM's fee. Today we're going to talk about 7 different cards that to some degree offer ATM fee reimbursement. Now, when you're trying to decide on what card is best for you, you want to keep in mind a couple of key features. The first is ATM fee reimbursement. You want a card that not only doesn't charge you to withdraw cash, but also reimburses the counterparty ATM fee. Typically, the way this works is that you pay the fee and then the bank reimburses you at the end of your billing cycle. Second, we also want to look at the monthly service fee. A lot of these cards that we're going to talk about are free to use with no monthly fees whatsoever, but a few of them do have monthly fees. Ideally, we want a card that doesn't have any monthly service fee at all and is free to use. Next, we want to look for the foreign transaction fee. Foreign transaction fees might be assessed when you make a purchase with a credit card or a debit card in a foreign currency. Now, most of the cards we're going to talk about today have 0% foreign transaction fee, but some of them do have transaction fees ranging from 1% to 3% per transaction. We also want to look at who is eligible for these cards. Now, one good thing about living in the US is that you have access to the US financial system, which in turn gives you access to some great cards like the ones on this list. Unfortunately, if you're not a US resident, it's going to be difficult to access some of these cards. In that case, one alternative for you might be to download something like the ATM Fee Saver app, which will show you ATMs in your area that have no or little fee associated with them. We also want to look at if you can apply for these cards online. In most cases, these applications are very easy. They only take a few minutes to fill out and the company will mail you the card. There's only a few cases where you have to apply in person, and we will cover that. Finally, we want to look at the interest rate on your balance. So let's do it now. Let's get into the cards. Number 1, we have the Schwab Visa Platinum Checking Card. Honestly, I could probably just end this video right here and tell you, get the Schwab card, all right? It's the best card on this list, and that's for a couple of reasons. Most important, unlimited ATM fee reimbursements. Any US resident can apply for this card, and you can also apply in person at a physical Charles Schwab bank branch. The one catch is that Charles Schwab requires that you open a brokerage account prior to opening the checking account, but the brokerage account is totally free. You are under no obligation to use it. You just need to open it. Another great aspect of Schwab is the customer service. If you try to call them in the event of an emergency, such as your ATM card gets eaten by the machine or you lose it, you can typically get someone on the phone within minutes, and I've heard stories that they will overnight you a new card in whatever country you happen to be in. So that's a major benefit in case you get into trouble. There's also no monthly service fee and no foreign transaction fee, as well as no minimum account balance. So I have a handy dandy chart for you. Let's start filling it out. We have the Schwab card, which again, unlimited ATM fee reimbursement, no monthly service fee, no foreign transaction fee. US residents are eligible. There's an online application, and unfortunately, there's only a small interest rate. But in exchange for all the benefits, I think that's a pretty fair deal. We're going to put this in the first tier of cards. Next up, we have the Betterment card. Now, the Betterment card is actually quite similar to the Charles Schwab card in terms of the benefits. You have unlimited ATM fee reimbursements. There's no monthly service fee and no foreign transaction fees. One downside, Betterment is an online-only bank. There is no physical branch, so you will not be able to go there in person at all. Probably this doesn't matter to a lot of you, but it's something to keep in mind. You cannot deposit checks into a Betterment account. Now on our chart, Betterment, unlimited ATM fee reimbursements, no monthly service fee, no foreign transaction fees. All US residents are eligible. You can apply online, and it's one of the lowest interest rates that we have here, 0.0%, although as you will see, that's not too far off from what a lot of these cards actually offer. We're going to put Betterment in the first tier as well. It's a great choice for anybody who is a digital nomad. Next up, we have the Fidelity Cash Management Card. A cash management account, in case you don't know what that is, it is very similar to a checking account. You can withdraw money from it, you can pay bills with it, although strictly speaking, they're not the same thing. Checking accounts often offer a higher interest rate, and it can be difficult to get in-person assistance with a cash management account. Still, the Fidelity Cash Management Card is pretty interesting because it offers unlimited ATM fee reimbursements, and there is no monthly service fee and no minimum account balance. Now, one benefit that sets the Fidelity card apart from Schwab and Betterment is that it's currently offering a 2.6% interest rate on deposits. So if you're keeping a large amount of cash in there, at least you're getting a little something for it. Now, one thing to note is that the Fidelity card does have a 1% foreign transaction fee, but since you're getting that 2.6% interest, a lot of that could be negated. On our chart, we're gonna sum up the benefits again. ATM fee reimbursement, unlimited, monthly service fee, nothing. Foreign transaction fee, 1%. US residents are eligible, you can apply online, and the interest rate 2.6%. Because of these benefits, we're going to also put Fidelity in the same tier as Schwab and Betterment. Next up, we have USAA, a familiar name if you've ever been in the US military. USAA is a little bit different from those first three cards. They only offer up to $10 a month in ATM fee reimbursement. This card is best if you're only going to the ATM maybe once or twice a month to withdraw cash, because any more than that and you're going to exceed the limit. Another benefit, no account minimum and no monthly service fee, although they do have a 1% foreign transaction fee. One important thing to note about USAA, in order to be eligible, you have to be either a current or former member of the US military or the spouse or child of a current USAA member. In general, USAA is a great company for things besides ATM cards. They offer great insurance for cars and other things like that. So once you're on it for life. So if you could somehow get into USAA, you can get your way into that system, I would highly encourage you to do that. To sum up the benefits on our chart, USAA allows you $10 per month in ATM fee reimbursements. There is no monthly service fee, a foreign transaction fee of 1%. US military and military families are eligible. You can apply online, and the interest rate on your balance is a very small 0.01%. Compared to the first three cards, USAA is not as good in some areas, especially that ATM fee reimbursement limit as well as that foreign transaction fee. So we're going to rank this in the second tier. Next up, we have the Ally Bank Interest Checking Card. In terms of benefits, this is almost identical to the USAA card, except it's open to all US residents. Going to the chart, we have a $10 per month ATM fee reimbursement allowance, no monthly service fee, 1% foreign transaction fee. All US residents are eligible. You can apply online, and the interest rate is 0.1%. Because Ally is almost identical to USAA, we can safely put this in the second tier of cards. Next up, we have the Chase Private Client Card. The Chase card has some nice benefits. It offers unlimited ATM fee reimbursement, and it has no foreign transaction fee, but, and here's the real catch, you gotta pay $35 a month for the service fee. Seeing as the first 5 cards that we reviewed have no monthly service fee, and that Chase card has $35, that rather negates the unlimited ATM fee reimbursement, because unless you're taking out quite a bit of money every month, that is going to be difficult to cover. Finally, we have the PNC Virtual Client Card. The benefits of this card aren't that great, if I'm being honest. It does offer a $10 ATM fee credit. However, that's pretty much negated by the fact that you have to pay $7 a month in service fees. There's also a 3% foreign transaction fee, which is the highest among all the cards that we've reviewed. The one major benefit, and the reason why it's on this list, is that exchange students can apply for this card. Normally, if you're not a US resident, don't have a US resident address, it can be kind of difficult to get into the US financial system. Looking at our chart, PNC has $10 a month ATM fee credit, a $7 monthly service fee, 3% foreign transaction fees. US residents and exchange students are eligible. There is an online application, and the interest rate is a very small 0.03%. Remember, ATM fees, waste of money. You want to get this set up before you leave the US permanently, because again, you'll need that US address to have the card sent to you. Subscribe for more travel hacks and money saving tips, and get on the Nomad Deals weekly newsletter. See you next time, guys. Happy traveling. Peace out.